Hey everyone, welcome back again this week. This week is Animal Totem Week. I'm so excited about that. And I have to tell you, you never know in Florida at this time in the middle of March if it's going to be winter or if it's going to be summer. And you might have both in one day. I was really hoping to get down to Spirit Pond this week, but it's not happening. So maybe next week. And so, yeah, we're using the medicine cards by Jamie Sams and David Carlson right here. And sometimes I wonder, and where am I going to see this animal, right? And you know what? Maybe you see it as a decoration on a front yard. Maybe you see it as a word. It doesn't really necessarily have to be an animal. And this one's a little bit longer this week, but I like the message and I hope you guys enjoy it too. This week is Porcupine. Right? Here we go. It's a little longer. Porcupine is innocence. The south of the medicine wheel is a place of childlike innocence and humility. It is the home of playfulness and the position of Porcupine on the medicine wheel of life. Porcupine has many special qualities and a very powerful medicine, the power of faith and trust. The power of faith contains within it the ability to move mountains. The power of trust in life involves trusting that the Great Spirit has a divine plan. Your task is to find the pathway that is most beneficial for you and that uses your greatest talents to further the plan. Trust can open doorways to the creation of space. This space, thus created, allows others to open their hearts to you and to share their gifts of love, joy, and companionship. If you were to observe Porcupine, you would immediately notice its quills. It is the first thing that I think of. These quills are only used when trust has been broken between Porcupine and another creature. Much like Otter, Porcupine is a gentle, loving creature and non-aggressive. When fear is not present, it is possible to feed a porcupine by hand and never get stuck by its quills. Through understanding the basic nature of this animal, you may come to understand your own need for trust and faith and for becoming like a child again. In today's society, this is a needed reminder to honor the wonder of life and the appreciation of each new day as an adventure of discovery. Porcupine sat silently looking at a hollow log. She wondered if it was a playhouse that nature had created just for her. Porcupine envisioned all the things she could do with the log. She could climb on top and make the log roll from side to side. She could go inside and see if there were any juicy worms for her dinner. She could also scratch her back on the rough outer bark if she wanted to. Just as Porcupine was pondering what to do next, she saw Bear approaching. Bear was big and black and looking for honey. Oh, another playmate to share my log, she thought. Hello, Bear, she cooed. Do you want to play and share my log with me? Gruffle Bear snorted. Porcupine, don't you know that I'm too old to play? You are in my way. I'm looking for honey. Go away. Why, Bear, you're never too old to play, she replied. If you forget what it was like to be a cub, you'll always be as impatient and gruff as you are now. Bear began to think about what Porcupine had said. Maybe she was right. All the other creatures had run away from Bear in fright. Even the other bears had turned up their noses when he growled at them. This little porcupine was certainly trusting him not to eat her. She even offered to be his friend. The old bear looked at Porcupine and began to feel something move inside him. He started to remember the games he had played as a cub. Joy started to live in him again. Little Porcupine, you have reminded me that in becoming strong and seeking answers, I got caught in trying to be an intellectual. I became afraid of what others would think if I dropped my mask of gruffness. I was afraid they wouldn't take me seriously anymore. You have taught me that in being a fuddy-duddy, I was causing others not to care for me. Thank you. I'd love to play with this old dog. And so it was that the bear became childlike again and learned the innocence of Porcupine. In getting this card today, you have given yourself a gentle reminder not to get caught in the chaos of the adult world where fear, greed, and suffering are commonplace. The medicine in this card is that of relief from seriousness and severity. Open your heart to those things that gave you joy as a child. Remember the preciousness of fantasy and imagination and the making of some game or toy from nothing but scraps. Honor your playfulness of spirit that lets everyone win. I love that message today, and I hope you resonated with it and enjoyed it. Have a fabulous week.